Hey guys, same for my winter makeup must-haves. If you have never seen one of these videos from me before, I do them for every season. I've done them for several years now, and I'm going to be going over products for eyes, cheeks, lips, and nails. I may be mentioning things that were limited edition or discontinued. It's not to rub it in your face. It is to remind you to pull them out of your collection if you have them. And I'm simply just letting you know the things that I plan on using for this season. I have so much stuff. We will just go get into it. Everything will be listed down below because this is obviously a very product heavy video. I am very stereotypical with the type of colors I wear in the winter. I am all about the cool tones. So mauves, plums, berries, taupes, that is what I'm into, and that is what you will see here. So I actually have a ton of single shadow pans that I think are perfect for winter, and they're so stunning. I have not put together my custom Z palette yet. I did a terrible job using my singles this year, which is why I haven't purchased any more this year, except for some from Unearthly, which I did end up testing. But I will insert my picture of the palette I created last year because I do still have all those shades. I will have them all listed down below for you in order by row. And I would say if you're wanting some great mattes, Anastasia Buon Fresco for a transition color, Dusty Rose for a crease shade worked really well for me. And then Sydney Grace has the most amazing cool tone shimmers ever. That's where most of mine come from. I have some other ones from Anastasia. I have some shades from Makeup Geek, some from ColourPop, but the Sydney Grace shimmers and those couple Anastasia mattes I think are just perfection. So now let's just get into palettes. I have a bunch of small ones from Natasha Denona. This first one is Mini Crush. This was limited edition from last Valentine's Day, but all of these shades are in her other palettes. So the colors are Daisy, Lotus, Koi, Soul, and Claudette. I think a lot of these are in the Love palette. And then we have the Mini Love palette. All the colors in here are beautiful, but these two here are definitely my favorite. This is such a cool shimmer. Then we have just one of their classic 5 pans, and this is in the color variety 5. And these 3 shades here are my favorite. These are great as well, but these 3 stunning. Then we have Natasha Denona Joya. This is from a few holidays back, but they did have this one available on Natasha Denona's website for half off. I think I bought this either at the end of last year or beginning of this year. Again, this one is the Joya palette. And then we have the Cupid palette, which is a little bit warmer, and this was made for BoxyCharm, but all of these are permanent colors as well from other palettes. So we have Clove, Shell, Monroe, Nude Vino, and Oxide. From M Cosmetics, I have the Divine Skies palette in Venetian Rose. Then I have the Nude Obsessions palettes from Huda Beauty, the only Obsessions palettes I actually like from her. Here is the light one, medium, and rich. Then from ColourPop, I have these 2 9 pans, Wine and Only, and Orchid Unite. So more red and more purple tones of each other. Next, from Pat McGrath, I have the Bridgerton 1 palette, and people have been finding Pat McGrath Bridgerton collection items at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I have not found them yet because I'm looking for the second palette, but if you find it there, you have to snag this. These 2 shades here are incredible. And then I have the Pat McGrath Rose, a Decadence palette. I think they're all very pretty, but these 3 shades here are my favorite, and I wear them all together. Next, we have the Adept Cosmetics and Heather Austin palette. Some of these shades are more fall to me, but then a lot of these other shimmers here are pretty cool toned, and I think would be lovely for winter. This is the Sigma New Mod palette, Natasha Denona Retro palette, Natasha Denona Love palette, Huda Beauty New Nude, and Huda Beauty Rose Quartz. Then moving on to cheeks, most of my bronzers are more warm tone, but these are 2 that look a little bit more neutral on the skin. I don't contour anymore. I don't like anything super cool toned. I don't find it flattering on me, and I feel like, at least with my application and blending abilities, it can be a bit muddy. So my go-to would be Benefit Hoola. And I also love the Cosmetics Corselet Sculpting Powder Bronzer. This is the lightest color Slip. It comes in 4 shades. And I am going to play around with other bronzers in my collection, probably swatch them to see if there's any others I would like for winter, or if I think they're going to be a little bit too warm toned for the rest of my cheek products. Then for highlighters, this is Jaclyn Cosmetics Iced. This is a very icy champagne highlight with peach in it. It is so beautiful. I love the way it looks on the skin. Hate the packaging, but I can get over it. Then I have these 4 highlighters from Ofra. We have Glazed Donut and Pillow Talk. And then these are 2 duochrome shades. This one is Cloud 9, which is duochrome pink. And this is Space Baby, which is duochrome blue. Ofra makes my favorite highlight formula, but all of these are a little bit icy on the skin. Then I have some blushes. First is a cream blush. I do have some others. I have the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. I have several of those and I'm testing more of them this month. I have an Cosmetics liquid blush in Venetian Rose, a Jaclyn Cosmetics blush stick in Overruled. I think all of those are lovely, but I don't know that I would quite call them must-haves. If I could only have one, I would pick this one. And this is the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush in Mauve Sunrise. I love this color and this is a super easy formula to work with. Goes over a set face really well. Then I have 2 Sigma Cheek duos that I wanted to talk about. This is from the Alice in Wonderland collection. So you have this really pretty highlight in Tickled Pink and this nice matte rosy mauve blush in Paint the Roses. Then from last holiday, we have this Sigma Berry Glow Cheek Duo. So the blush is called Berry Love and the highlight is Sizzle. I'm not sure if this is still available. It might be available on Look Fantastic. If it is, I'll have it linked down below, but both of these are now sold individually. I recommend the both of them, but this blush is incredible. A new favorite of mine is this MAC Mineralized Blush in Gentle. It looks a little bit more purpley here, but it is not scary on the cheeks. And this formula just blends in so seamlessly. Another new one is Benefit Moon. If you're very fair like me, you have to be careful with this one, but the color is so stunning. I would love to see this on a tan complexion. Oof, it's so good. Then just some of my classic faves. This is NARS Goulet. I have it in a little mini because this was a Sephora VIB Rouge gift when they used to do that back in the day before I was ever Rouge. I bought this on eBay, but I love this color. For another matte option, we have Persona Caramel, Buxom Wanderlust Blush in Dolly, and the Cosmetics Heaven's Glow Powder Blush in Venetian Rose. I'm actually very happy with the way I've been able to pare down this blush assortment here. I have enough variety to keep it interesting. And I know that some of these shades are similar, but I feel all different enough to justify owning them all. They're so beautiful. Now we have the lip products. I have a lot of options here. All very similar mauve colors, varying in depths and some being slightly more cool, slightly more warm. Then I have one vampy lip color. You guys know I'm scared of vampy lips. So we will start here with the top row, which are lipsticks and lip crayons. This is the Buxom Powerful Plump Lip Balm in Dolly Fever. I wish they would redo these and make them skinny because they do have some nice pigment to them, but it is a really pretty formula. MAC Love Me lipstick in Laissez-Faire. MAC lipstick in Modesty. MAC lipstick in Faux. Then I have these 3 Makeup by Mara Moisture Glow Lip Plumping Serums in Petal, Blush, and Rosewood Glow. ColourPop Glowing Lip in Cockatoo. Cosmetics Lip Cushion in Venetian Rose. Allure Mercier Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick in Vibe. Next I have 5 liquid lipsticks. Dose of Colors Velvet Liquid Lip in A Mauve Story from the Desi and Katie collection. Dose of Color Stone. Cosmetics Infinite Lip Cloud in Rose Nude. Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Matte in Dolly. Sephora Cream Lip Stain in 14 Blackberry Sorbet. Surprisingly, I only have 6 glosses. I have these two limited edition Kaja gloss shots. This was from last year's duo. This is from this year's duo. Last year's might still be available on the Kaja website. So we have Rosy Mocha and Berry Slushy. Then we have the Tower 28 Milky Lip Jellies in Pistachio and Sesame. And the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumpers in Soft Rose and Rosewood. Buxom Powerful Lip Plump in Dolly Fever. MAC Laissez-Faire, Modesty, and Faux. Makeup by Mario, Petal, Blush, Rosewood. You don't need all three, but I couldn't decide. ColourPop Glowing Lip in Cockatoo. Cosmetics Lip Cushion in Venetian Rose. And Laura Mercier Matte Lipstick in Vibe. Then we got my 5 liquid lips, Dose of Colors, a Mauve Story, and Stone. Cosmetics Rose Nude. Buxom Lip Plumping Matte in Dolly, and Sephora Blackberry Sorbet. Then we have the glosses on the bottom, Kaja Rosy Mocha and Berry Slushy. Tower 28 Pistachio and Sesame. And Milani Soft Rose and Rosewood. Lastly, we have nail polishes, and I have a lot of beautiful things here. First is my favorite Christmas red, and this is Essie's double-breasted jacket. You can tell it is a red with a little bit of pink in it. And I have these two Essies that I love wearing in winter because it feels like I have a little bit of that beautiful pastel for spring, but these have more of a dusty quality to them than other pastels. So the purple is Warm and Toasty Turtleneck, and the blue is Boxer Shorts. Then I have my 4 mauve nudes from KL Polish. We have Alyssa and Aquarius, which has a little more brown. Zoe and Lumiere. Zoe has a little bit more purple. So definitely don't need all of these, but I'm happy I have them, especially because the brand's no longer available. I do think some of these colors, though, are now in Lights Lacquer if you wanted to check those out. I have a couple vampy polishes. This one I think could be fall or winter, and this is Lights Lacquer Emerald. Such a pretty deep green. Then I have these two from Joya, Margot and Tara. You definitely don't need them both, but hopefully you can see that Margot is a little bit brighter. And then I have some gorgeous cool tone shimmers. I have these 3 from 90 Lacquer. What I'm wearing today is Fortune Telling Feline. Then we have Smoke, which is a lot of grays with a little bit of purple. And then we have S'more Hollow. The best holographic silver is Color Club Harp on it. And then one of my oldest polishes that's still kicking it is OPI Designer De Better, which is like a pewter with copper sparkles. Those are all of my winter makeup must-haves. I would love to hear your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. I would love to hear what type of shades you tend to wear this season. And I would love to hear some of your must-haves. Do we have any in common? Are there some other products you guys think I need to check out? Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.